Hello, greetings from Hong Kong. My name is Cora, and I'm now studying education at the University of Hong Kong. I've been baptized for more than a year, and I'm currently serving as a Bible talk leader in my campus ministry. I'm so grateful to be here and be able to share my story with you guys. I'm just going to start from the very beginning. Tracing back to my childhood, my parents were in a bad relationship. I seldom met up with my dad, and we won't express our thoughts and also emotions. It was pretty hard for me to understand the meanings of relationship and love. I thought that I must to be perfect if I want to be loved and secure the relationships around me. I didn't think people would love and accept my needs and also negative emotions. I covered up myself and only showed my strengths to the others. But there were actually a lot of frustrations and disappointments deep inside my heart. After having the public exam, some sisters reached out to me and read Bible with me. Studying in a Christian school for 12 years, I have heard a lot of dramatic stories about Jesus. And I believe that there is actually a powerful God near us. However, when I studied about sin, it was so frustrating and so heavy for me to be confronted with my faults and also hurts. I decided to follow my desires and enjoyed pursuing my personal achievements and relationships. All my capabilities and also appreciation from the others actually defined my own values. I kept chasing for endless goals, but whenever I cherished one of them, I would ask myself, what's next? It seemed that there wouldn't be a destination. After 2 years, a sister suddenly found me again and invited me to go back to church. At first, I felt so embarrassed and I rejected her for several times. But then I told myself, it may probably be the way out. Why not give it a try? Surprisingly, the first sermon when I came back was about the parable of the lost son in Luke chapter 15, verses 11 to 32. I still remember that I couldn't stop bursting into tears at the time. I felt like God was telling me that He didn't give up on me, even if I chose to leave Him and follow my desires. He loves me so much that He had been waiting for my return for years. He wants to have a feast and celebrate me coming back. I was heartbroken as I was not deserved this unconditional and never-changing God's love. While I was devoting my life to find my own values, He never left through those seasons. He was still faithful, even when I was unfaithful to Him. Therefore, I made my decision and resumed my Bible study. But it was never easy for me to study Bible, especially when my sisters encouraged me to break through, telling people my needs and emotions. It's terrible. But God demonstrates His own love for us in this. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Romans chapter 5, verse 8. I was reminded and encouraged by this scripture. Jesus was willing to sacrifice Himself for me no matter how. He was kneeled by the soldiers and people handed Him to be crucified. Yet, He wanted to give me eternal hope and set me free from sins, so He still chose the hardest way out. I finally realized that no matter how imperfect I am, God has fully accepted me, including my flaws. So I wanted to respond to God's love. Therefore, I plucked up my courage to write up a letter to my dad and expressed all my thoughts and emotions throughout these 20 years. I would like to say I was so anxious and fearful at first. But later on, I thought that even if my dad didn't give me feedback, that's okay. I knew that for everything I do, I could rely on and be protected by God. Thanks God! I got baptized in June last year. Being a Christian has really changed my life. I would like to share God's love with the girls around and show them how loving our God is. I cried with them, I walked with them, I faced back their hurts with them, and shared our vulnerability with each other. I'm so grateful that I could bear my first fruit last July even during the pandemic. Helping a girl from a broken family, sharing a similar background of mine, to get baptized. My life changes has also inspired my mom and encouraged her to have started her Bible study with some awesome sisters. God has taught me how to accept, to be loved, and how to love the others, passing on His long-lasting love. I won't say Christian life is easy, since in Bible God even told us that we would go through trials. However, no matter how far you feel from God, how tough you are going through right now, God is actually close to you. And He could surely redeem all the things, showing you His loyalty and faithfulness. Hope that my story could encourage you. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon!